So you're at the Manchester stand at MIPIM in 2018, and a great session that we've just had around women in this industry. I think there were a couple of points really for me. One is that I was talking as the Chief Executive of Manchester City Council. I made the point that Manchester has very strong representation of women at political level as well as office level, as does Greater Manchester, with even greater strides being taken by the Mayor in Greater Manchester to tackle equality and inclusion. The point I was making is that we have a responsibility, those of us who are in positions of leadership, to create the right conditions for others to succeed here. That's about the style of leadership we're going to adopt going forward, the strength of our collaboration, and make it an attractive proposition to younger people to come and join us. And of course the hard edge to that is tackle the pay gap.
I think it's really important that we see more representation at senior levels. I think there needs to be a conscious decision to do that, and that might involve taking a view that you want to, through your succession planning, do something a little bit different to try and increase that balance at senior level.
So the event that has caused shockwaves is the President's Club. And has it resulted in a paradigm shift? Not yet, but I certainly think it's made people think carefully about behaviours, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And the fact that so many women now are saying enough, I think is a really powerful thing.
What do you believe women can bring to the construction, property, place shaping sector, and how can PP O'Connor assist? And we've talked a bit about returning to the workforce, and how would you promote the industry to future female employees?
If they had a little bit more funding on the back of it, both maybe with companies to support them on what happens when they do go off and have a year or two out with the children, or whatever it may be. I think that maybe there should be a little bit of support in the private sector and public sector, obviously, but and with the parents to try and encourage them to come back into the workforce.
I think it is very difficult, and it does predominantly fall onto the women naturally that they would take time out to have children. And I think if you have more than one you can probably deal with as far as going to nursery, but if you've got more than one, I think it's such a cost to send them to nursery. It sometimes outweighs going back to work. So I think it would be great for government to probably get involved and probably support the families trying to get back into work and encourage the girls and the women to go back into the industry. And I think that would actually support the lack of workforce that we have.
I think it's really important to just ask women in the workplace what they want, and I suspect what they will say is, I want to be treated with respect. I want to be accepted and acknowledged for my skills and experience and ideas. I want to just experience the kind of behaviours that I would want to display with other people, and none of that is unreasonable.